go and buy a ticket. I'm gonna cross the street while it's doable. The Peranakan jewelry is fascinating and mesmerizing. Okay, Peranakan. So there's a unique jewelry. Okay, so this is the mansion, the Peranakan mansion. It is the Pinang Peranakan mansion, depicting typical home of a rich Baba of more than a century ago. The opulent lifestyle of these locally acculturated Chinese is recreated in the Penang Peranakan mansion to offer a glimpse of their many customs and traditions. So we're about to see some things. More than just a Baba Nyoya museum, this century-old stately mansion of eclectic design and architecture incorporates Chinese carved wood panels with English floor tiles and Scottish iron works, built at the end of the 19th century by one of the local history's famous personalities, the Hai Ki Chan, or Sea Remembrance Store, and had once served the residents and the office of Caban China Kui Kui. There we go. So let's get a ticket. Let's look at the outside. Let's get in the shade. Here we go. Hopefully there's no smudging. Oh, they visited here on the 2017. Ooh, I like there's a striking bronze, which does look like turn of the century Victorian. So shall we do the entrance fee? Maybe I can do it cashless.
One ticket, 25 ringgit.
Yes. Is it cash or can I pay by credit card?
Cash.
Okay, coming up. Sorry.
One. Sir, get the sticker, right? Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
And 1:30, sir, we have English guided tour.
Oh yeah, at 1:30 today. And what time is it now?
Sir, another 40 minutes.
40 minutes.
For the meantime, you can walk around person.
I most certainly will.
Yes, yeah.
Thank you so much. Only sit for photos. Okay. There's a lot of color. I just got to put this away. And let me just put my, just a second. Sorry about the camera angle. I'm gonna put in my, wow. Okay. So this is quite eclectic, and you know, it does have a kind of a Victorian era feel to it, not in, well, this bronze here, but there's like a mishmash. And the Victorian era was like a whole mishmash of styles, so it sits right in. Here's a commemorative assiette. What does it say? Presented by General His Royal Highness Princess Laka Chakiri Sinahorn, PhD. Okay, 2015. It's beautiful. It looks like a Limoges or some type of, maybe it's an English maker. Okay, embedded mother of pearl. I'm just going to, oh, and there's lights, which is old. Like when electricity was like first, they haven't changed the switches. So we have these sliding panels that are carved wood, and I like these. The cash pose and the pedestals and the carved I'm not sure what woods these are. They don't appear to be rosewood, but they are some kind of exotic hardwood. So here we have armoires with, look at the little bronze Chinese poles. We have etched glass window dividers. This is for ventilation. This is oh, look at these beautifully carved armchairs for the games table here. So maybe they played mahjong on this table. Who knows? And here's some more etched mirror. Etched in silver leaf. Hey gang. So he's a beautiful, this is onyx. Let's go into this room. Oh, there's going to be a lot of curiosities to be seen. So we have pressed glass. That looks like pressed glass. That looks like Satsuma. So that would be Japanese. And the Satsuma pottery makers, they were Christian. And they actually had like a symbol, like a cross, like a, that would be underneath. And so I think they were mostly for export wear. And in fact, I have a Satsuma urn with two handles, and it's like a double vessel. It has an outer and an inner, and there are windows, 3 windows cut into mine. And this one has foo dogs, I think. Yeah, they're foo dogs on each side. Here's I think it's a lion. He's beautiful. So this would be either a bronze. I think it's a bronze. And there's a beautiful crane. And here is, I don't know what her name is, but I used to. And this looks like early Hummel. It's actually quite creepy. I'm sorry, but look at the teeth. Look at the teeth on this. It's just like, it creeps me out. I'm sorry, but it just does. Okay. Oh, check out the games table. Wow. Look at that. So here we have, she must be royalty. And I think there was an example of that jewelry they were talking about. And here is a very nice silk cushion for your tuchus. And here's the gentleman of the house. I like this case. It's a really cool case. Way cool. Oh, look, there's a child's, I'm not sure what you call them, but it's looks like silver thread that's embroidered with fur. A toddler. And here's somebody. Look at that. Is that something? Sorry. They do look at a place. It's just like, does he bite? Does he bite? I mean, really. It's so creepy. I can't get over it. Okay. I really love these chairs. I love the sweeping angle of them, and I love the dragons at the ready. Okay, let's wander some more. There's a lot of curiosity, and there's a beautiful, these are English tiles, and apparently there's Scottish ironwork. So let's go in here. So this is the inner courtyard. How's the broadcast going? Because I haven't had much luck with YouTube Live yet, and it won't let me do, or I don't know how to do landscape. So we're going portrait, which is annoying me, but until I figure it out, these must be some kind of a bugle or something. I guess they're flute, musical instrument. Okay. Oh wow, look at this headpiece here. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right. So I don't particularly care for this kind of super ornate carving because it gets dusty and I just don't care for it. There are much better expressions of wood to be found. So here are old carriage lamps, or not a carriage lamp, but table lamps. These I've seen in antique shops before. You put in cut stems and with water. So that's a centerpiece. And this would be, I think it's another lion, right? And I thank you for whoever gave me the thumbs up. This is Victorian. This is Empire, actually. So this is from the mainland Europe. This would be either France or Austria. But in Victorian times, or late Napoleonic, I guess. This is very nice. Cashpo. Okay. Actually, that's quite a modest little cashpo. I like the little feet they have on there, and they've got lots and lots of inlaid mother pearl in these end tables or side tables or occasional tables. Shall we go upstairs and look at the ceiling? Okay, let's look at the formal dining room. So what do they put on the table? So I guess we cannot sit and we cannot touch. So I don't know if this is French porcelain or if it's English. It's quite tasteful. It's not too overly decorated. So it's really reserved, understated. I like it. I would sit here and have a meal. And look at the mirror up there. And this is a cut chandelier, so that could be a Waterford. Could be a Waterford. And this is like a really nice verdigris ceramic. There's a pair of them, but they don't match per se. Or maybe they do. Yeah, they're a pair. So they have also twin mirrors. There's one here. There's one there. I think they're identical. Okay. So what's in this side room? Oh no, we're coming into the marble statuettes. Okay. I mean, she looks like a flapper from the 20s. This looks like Italian Renaissance. Yikes. Hello, gorgeous. And this one here, she is not having it. She is in deep meditation. Beatrice. Hello, Beatrice. And here's one. She could use a bit of a cleaning, but she's fine, I guess. Okay. Oh, look at this this guy here. Wait, let me get a good angle. There he is, with his powdered wig on. Lord Bigglesworth, or something to that effect. Right? And this is for the kids' room. So what do they have in the scenery here? It's hard to tell. It looks like European countryside, but yeah, they do look like this is European crockery. Aha, tigers. Pewter. So these are pewter candlesticks. Beware, once broken, considered sold. So this is, they got the Pottery Barn rules here. You broke it, you bought it. And look at the stained glass dividers. Oh, and this is quite an unusual, I would expect it like to be a fountain or something, but I think it's dry. Okay. So here you have cranberry glass. So these are lamps, table lamps with ormolu bronze bases. So these are the kind of things that would end up in the antique shop that I learned my trade in the early 80s. You would get these kind of, you would have these small statuettes. They were generally marble, and they would be, you know, they'd have a pose. I think this is somebody famous, like Sheridazi or somebody, like from, yeah, I think her name was Sheridazi. She was condemned to death unless she told the Sultan a bedtime story that was so evocative that he allowed her to live to the next day, and then she had to produce another bedtime story. Something, I'm kind of, taking liberties here. But that's her story, and that kind of, she reminds me of something like that. Okay, so here's a grouping of animals. So that would be a dog and a bull, and look at the bull. Unfortunately, see, the restorer in me says, I can repair that. I can make a replacement horn where it won't look like the bull was damaged. So it looks like the tail was restored more than once. Okay. And these are little cherub candlesticks in ormolu, and this has seen better days. They're a little bit like, they took a tumble down a staircase. What can you say? And this looks like, I think Venice was known for these kind of mirrors. So if you were to go to Venice or the island of Murano, you would probably buy one of these mirrors. That might be where it was imported from. Venetian mirrors. So this family and this cozy type of a thing with flower groups in there. So everyone's kind of like they're in on some kind of a joke. And check out how they napkins like snapdragons. Little gravy boat or something. Those guys cut crystal out of jar. This in brass candles. Yeah. Oh, she's maintaining her. She needs a job at the podiatrist. Okay, we've done this room. Let's move on. Tree. We've been in here before. Here's the little vestibule. That's for the upstairs. So this is where they put in a king's bench. Look at this nice armoire. Let's check out what they have hidden back here. There's another garment, a fabric garden, but the lighting isn't so good here. Okay. So there's an outer courtyard do we go upstairs or in the outer courtyard? There's actually, there's a wonderful breeze in here. Why is it so cool? Because there's a draft. So let's do the ground floor first. Oh my God, it's really cold in here. So I know a gentleman, I met him last year in Thailand. His wife is a framer, and he does these blown glass, for display things and whatnot. And I'm going to meet them later on back in Thailand, later next month. Yikes. Okay, so that looks like that dandy over there. He looks like this is like Czechoslovakian porcelain. Really like, ugh. Like, I don't know. Yeah. That looks like a Czechoslovakian, or imagine like something like that with a little bit of different type of garment. It flourished. It's Czech, and it's hey. Okay, glad you like my. I like when you take something natural, and then you put it in a context, and then it turns into something else. That's quite pretty. And there she is again. I think we saw another statue, and I can't remember her name, but she does have a name, and she's highly revered. Oh, and check out the little cherubs. Right? They're small. It's like, I'm crushing your head. I'm crushing your head. I'm crushing your head. I just had to do that. And then here's the wise old guy with the persimmon. I think my monkey god is holding a persimmon as well. And then again, okay, this kind of creeps me out. I mean, it's under glass. They're under some kind of like a, mistletoe thing. And it's like, no. Just no. But that was a different era. Thank God. Thank God it didn't survive. So inside the little curio cabinet, there really isn't much to look at. I kind of like this little, this is lacquerware. So here we go, the little lions at the gate. Oh, there's a souvenir shop. So, Chris, is the broadcast breaking up, or is it's actually okay? And I'll try and keep the jokes coming. So this is an inverted lid. You can see the handle, but they put the lid on. And this might be French crystal. This might be something like called Val Saint-Lambert, but on a Chinese. So this would have been made by an artisan from Europe. And this is obviously from Asia. But look, I'm not sure if you would put dried fruit in there or something, but it's a pear. And it's way cool. I like these yeah. What's with the little angel in the shrubbery? And her little dog too. What is this little menagerie? And look at the feathered boa there, the pink feathered boa. What is this? Is this RuPaul drag race? What is going on here? And there's the little tutus. And this looks like an Easter menagerie or something. It's been mostly good with just occasional breakout. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate that. Oh, I like this fountain room. So this is yellow something. It's not rosewood. It might be yellow rosewood, but I'm not 100% sure. It could be yellow rosewood. Okay. So hopefully I haven't said anything that goes against, the code of conduct or whatever it is that They impose, like, you gotta watch your expletives. But, I mean, come on, don't kill comedy. Oh, there's a gun. So you can imagine if you hit it, it'll make a sound. There we go. Without being annoying. Lots of good Asian stuff. It's bringing back memories when I was learning my trade in an antique shop. We wouldn't have these kind of things, but you would have the occasional altar table or I'll let you know when I see it. But in here, more of this like horrible bisqueware. I think, yeah, that's called bisque. So I know that the Germans were into doll making a lot. But these are figurines dolls, so maybe this is a British thing. And so far, they're not like the creepy ones we saw in the other room. But I'm glad they're behind glass, and hopefully that's locked and they can't get out, because imagine if they all started crawling, these little rugrats. No, no, no. Let's go in the souvenir shop. Okay. There's knitwear. There is little tchotchkes. So these are actually quite somewhat affordably priced for something shiny. Actually, these are a little more expensive. These are like cloisonné. I think these are cloisonné. That's enamel on brass with brass wire. So there's a little bit of like labor involved in making them. So they're a little more expensive. So this is quite, I don't know what it's for, but I've seen it before. And yeah. Okay. Oh, there's nutmeg bomb. So it's not tiger bomb, but nutmeg bomb. And they're only 10 ringgit each. Oh, and here's nutmeg oil. I just might buy one. Yes, they sell stuff. All this is for sale, Chris. So if there's anything you want that you see, you're going to have to pipe up, because now's your chance. Like, I don't know, these placemats? Yeah, read placemats. So speak or hold your peace. So these are reproductions of this style of mansion's jewelry that was worn by the matron of the house. And here we have, I think, a pewter and gilded pewter. Yeah, thank God that gal in the city isn't here. Oh, check out the little dragons for only 130 each. These guys up here, I like them, but I don't want to spend 1,500 because I already bought I bought real antique as opposed to export wear. Oh, they have the Marvel series and coasters. So it doesn't look like anything's appealing to you, Chris. So I'm just putting it out there. I'm not giving you a throwaway. Oh, check out these fabrics. So these are cushions. Yeah, cushion covers. I don't know if they're silk, but they're Malaysian batik. And they're quite colorful. And here we have, see, this would be awkward. Well, actually, it could fit in my backpack, but the corners would get kind of bent, so I wouldn't risk it. But I do like the gold on black. I do like the gold on black, and this is, I think, reminiscent of the mansion. So there's a wall of something or other. These are either pencil cases or makeup cases. Authentic Malaysian art. Arrival of good news. So I don't know if something you get on New Year's, Chinese New Year's. Here's some blue and white. Oh, I've never seen them displayed like this. So you have, see, I'd rather get somebody something like this, a little collection of horses and cats, all kinds of animals, than a creepy doll. And when they're all presented like this, like in a very tidy row, it's easy to dust. You can have natural wood or you can have dark colored wood. And then these little stained glass, you could hang that in a kitchen window and it would cheer up the place. How much are they? They are 210 ringgit each. So I think I want a nutmeg oil. But which one? Help me choose. Do I want that one? Or do I want that one? Which to choose? Look at the amber color. Oh, there's stuff in there. So let's go for this one because I touched it already. Not much, but thanks for the offer. Okay. Well, I put it out there. At least you didn't gallon the city me. She was like, that first time we went to Vietnam, she was insistent that I pick her up a fridge magnet. Like, where did I put my wallet here? They might be all the same. Well, actually, no, because every nutmeg nut has got its own organic shape. So there might actually be a feng shui rule. Wait, maybe I have 2 5s. No, I'll take the change. Don't ask. Thank you. Oh, check out. I got a little bag. So let me just get off the counter here. And we're all straight in the camera. Put that there. We're on YouTube. So I'm gonna put this in my, I got cargo pants. So I want my hands free. There we go. Oh, we can look at the shirts. They look actually quite comfortable over here, but I don't know if I want a pastel, like a dusty rose, but it does kind of look like, breezy. I might be, nah, I don't want this one. Maybe the gray one. No, I don't like the print, but I kind of like that one from the distance. And now that I'm thinking of it, I'm gonna pass. Okay, I think we did the souvenir shop, and I spent 10 ringgit on that nutmeg oil. And I'm just to prove the point, they look the same, but they're not all the same. Because if you look, see here is not what I picked up. That's different from this.
It's a mist.
Oh.
This is the mist inside.
It's the
mist. This is inside.
The mist.
Mist.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there you go. So I chose a distinctive one that is not exactly the same like anyone else. Okay, here we go. Nutmeg oil, which is obtained from nutmeg seeds, is a popular traditional treatment for rheumatism, sprains, joint stiffness, and headaches. Thank you very much. Initially, I didn't know you were in a souvenir shop. I thought it was just another part of the mansion. It is. It is another part of the mansion.
They have the other one similar shop next door.
Oh, there's one next door. So not only do they have one, they have two. So why don't we get it out of our system? Yeah, I like these. I like these like for, you know, when you have an altar, right? And you need a centerpiece and then you need like a pair of something. I happen to like these dragons with these lids and these cut crystal. Oh my God, okay. So this place keeps going and going and going. Okay, these are like monk chairs, but not quite. And I want to sit in it. And I want a selfie. Oh, yes. Oh, these are comfy chairs. Oh. You can sit back. Yes. I like these. Wow. They are super, super nice chairs. High quality. These are antiques. They're beautiful. And there are a pair of them. So they have the dragon embedded in the back and like a seal. They have a little bit of a, these are a little bit of ridge. So this is a bat. You can see a bat and dragon heads. And I love that hoop and the angle slope. They're really for good posture. Very nice. So you would put a little cushion there, a little silk flat cushion, and that's fine. Oh, and there's another garment. Okay, so we came in through there. Ah, this is again another souvenir shop. Hi. So here we have gems of the world. So you have star ruby. Generally, the best ones are from Burma. And the spinels, I think, they're also red, and you get a lot of those in Vietnam. And then you get serpentine, which is a type of jade. I don't think it's an expensive one.
This one is jade from Burma. It's Burmese jade.
These are Burmese jade? Okay. A little too new, a little too glossy. But do you have any Z stones from Tibet?
No, we don't. So we have sapphire.
You have sapphire. Yeah. So you have
Diamond.
gemstones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So this is quite an elaborate shop. This is a little bit higher end. Again,
German.
is this German little figurines? Yeah, I thought as much. Okay. And then what do we have in here? There's not much that attracts my eye. Maybe that cut crystal vase. I like. And that looks like Czechoslovakian. So this is Czechoslovakian porcelain. Yikes. Should stay forgotten. Okay. What have we got here? Weird little figurines. I know. Well, you heard where they came. Oh my God! Look at this. Fire resistance. So this is a fire safe. So if you had precious documents, it's probably lined with lead or something where if it wasn't a fire, it would have a fighting chance of surviving. Wow, what a piece of furniture. Like, I don't know how heavy it is, but you would need, like, let's say if you had a ultra modern condo and you had a wall and you had an entrance and you wanted something that made a statement that went, that's it. That's a statement enough. And I like the seals on it. So they're Safe Rainer London, fire resisting, fire resisting. And I guess they have the royal seal on there. You can agree with your thoughts on the Czech porcelain. Yes, I know. Dreadful stuff. Dreadful. Let's see if we can find more pleasant things. So this might be, I think, called Famille Rose, where it's Asian porcelain, but there's like it's pink color. So here, the white ground type of straight Chinese porcelain refers to another common variety, which is standard phoenix and peony motifs or variations. Those pieces which are entirely covered with springs of flowers, plants, little birds, crickets, butterflies. These sets of straight Chinese porcelain used particularly during the special occasions like birthdays and festivals. Okay, so it may not be Famille Rose, but it's kind of got, oh, rose pink. Here we go. Variety of straight Chinese porcelain, invention of the rose pink enamel as well as their opaque white is one of the great innovations in the history of polychrome. So it might be Famille Rose, and so you just like, it's a whole bunch of like, when they were able to get like a pink enamel on porcelain, I guess it was a new thing, and then they went like crazy, and they call it like a family, like a family of that type. So that's where I think Famille Rose gets its name from. So I wasn't all that far off. For a remarkable thing about the discovery of the rose pink and white was blended with other color enamels, it became possible to produce a surprising range of different tones through shading. And also these Chinese porcelains was always intended for wedding ceremonies, since a pair of phoenixes traditionally symbolized marriage and fertility, and the tree peony signified springtime. We're learning stuff, aren't we? I've learned that you dislike Czech porcelain almost as much as I dislike it. We're gonna have a competition. Who dislikes it more? Here we have a scale. Okay. It appears to be working. Oh, it says please do not touch, and I just went and didn't even bother to read. But notice nobody came down on me. And are these timepieces? No, they're little Buddhas. Did I say something to make you laugh, Chris? I like the rhinoceros, with the baby rhinoceros. Take that, Mudang, that little hippo in Thailand. So shall we just have one more look at why Czech porcelain is so goddamn awful? Where is it? Ah, yes. There. You know what? It gets even worse than that. They get like really flourishy with the embellishments, and it's just like so sickening. It makes you want to barf. But check out this decanter. Now that's a piece. You could put a good brandy in there. Okay. Okay. Well, you know, they have great architecture and they have great beer, but they have crappy porcelain. What can I tell you? But you know, that was a bygone era. That's from days that don't exist anymore. So again, here is like it looks like a very formal kind of textile. You know, I kind of, over the years, I just accidentally like picked up like textile things. I bought some textiles in Guatemala in 95. I was in a mountaintop town called Chichicastenango, and they have a market on Sundays and Thursdays, and they parade a black Jesus, like a little doll. figurine that's black. And so it kind of coincides with their market day. And I bought a kind of a poncho, like a raincoat poncho with a hoodie and a vest in very embroidered. So let's look at what's going on here with the gold. It's a little too busy for my liking. I kind of like the simplicity, and I like how it looks like on a wall. You know, instead of hanging art, you can hang something like this. Or check this out. I think, yeah, this isn't. This would have been the original would have been silk, but this is a photograph of phoenixes. And I didn't realize that phoenixes were a good symbol to have at weddings because they represent fertility. We learned that because we read it just a minute ago. Now this is way too elaborate, way too fancy for my eye and my sensibility. Okay, so these are ladies' handbags, and this is ladies' evening wear. So this is how they would sit around when they were, I guess, meeting people and posing for photographs. Ah, look, when the cousins come to visit, you know, you can see them coming from miles away. It gives you a chance to escape and say, not today. No, I can't bear with them. God, and they brought all the cousins. So here's that chair that I really like. I like the design, the style. I would like to have a pair of those, but I need the place to put a pair of those in. So I'd have to work on getting the place first and then finding the chairs. Okay. No, the eyes follow you. And then this, I kind of like this garment too. Okay, this is, okay. This is a bit like, this has like a gypsy vibe to it, like a Bedouin type of thing. These are kind of cool. Okay, look at these formal photographs here. So yeah, you could spend a couple of hours here easily. So here you have these gold spoons and the chopsticks. Look at how delicate and fine they are. And this is called filigree. There it be, filigree. And there's a little golden rickshaw with enamel. Oh, check out the dragon. Wow. Now that is a nice little piece, but it's a little too shiny. I would like something a little more muted. That's tasteful. Ah, a little altar. So they've gummed it closed. And it's a pair. So you know in antiques, when you have a pair of something, you never separate them. They're actually not identical, but I think they function as a pair. And if you break a pair, it's a cardinal rule. You should never break a pair. Never. Because it really affects the price. Okay, and there's more. So these are dusty, and I don't like them like the other ones that I sat in, but they're a little bit better. They got really nice dragon renderings there, but these guys here with the little bulldog snouts, I don't care for too much. So I don't know if this is ivory. It doesn't look like high quality ivory. This is tortoiseshell. So those are little purses. Oh, and there's little shot glasses. You want a little schnapps? You want a little schnapps with that? And bracelets. And I think you put like smelling salts or some kind of perfume in there so that when you're walking around places that smell like poo, you have that close to your nose. And there's their snuff boxes. Ah, and these little jade bottles. And okay. Hairpins. And there we are. Ah, check out this one here. Made out of jade. And that little fan. And there's another tortoiseshell box. Looks like for hairpins. Sorry about cleaning my throat. I do have lozenges, which I should take one, I think. I should take one. If I can find it. I can't find it. Oh, there we go. This is Victorian. So this is having to do with Greek mythology, and then they just kind of recreate that in a white metal, and then they do a very thin coat of bronze on it, and it's been restored. That's why they painted it silver, and it was electrified. So it was at the turn of the century when they started making lamps, electrical lamps. So it lent itself well. These were mass produced. And that's what people bought in their home for lighting and made it decorative. And they always had it on a marble pedestal. Okay. Oh, the little boat fell over. There's a little rickshaw, kind of cute. Ah, there's a little guy with bringing his wares to the market. So these look like they're sterling. This might be a Famille Rose urn. So I'm just going to hold it still for those that want to read, because it's all in English. Wow. So you're going to screenshot that. Again, I believe these mirrors were from Venice, Italy. And this was like what, when people traveled to Venice, like at the turn of the century, they would have bought mirrors that were embellished like this. I could be wrong, but I do not think I am. Wow, so this is like dollhouse kind of little miniatures. It is unreadable on camera? Okay, let me just hold it still a little second. Focus, camera, focus. Maybe if I angle it. I did my best. And this is way too bright. The contrast to me is annoying. You have too much, like mother of pearl is highly reflective. And then that dark brown wood is like, almost like a dark abyss. It's just too bedazzled. Like it looks like one of those embellished trucks with the LEDs. So it's kind of too much bling for my liking. Ah, so there's a pair. So there's a his and a her. His and hers. So there you go. So again, this might be Indian or Muslim. Or it could be Chinese, and or some kind of somewhere in between. Oh, I like the spoons. Check out the spoons. Those are cool. So these are a shell like mother of pearl with silver handles. thanks for letting me know. I have an end of a spoon, and I don't know how it's dated, but it has that shape, and it's that thin, and it's sterling, and it's very engraved, and I need to do some research on it. Oh, I like this bronze. This is a, if you had a garden, right? An exterior garden, and you wanted to put just some tasteful things in it, I would consider putting something like this if I could afford it, and it wouldn't get stolen. And if you had a pair, it would be even better. Okay. So, yeah, these are wood and lacquered wood, boxes and bowls and things. Wow. So the people who owned this mansion were ethnically Chinese, and they were obviously very wealthy. Very wealthy indeed. Because did they ever buy a lot of things? Or they probably had personal buyers, or people who would go out far and wide in the world and just acquire things for them. And that was their life, like acquiring marvelous things for their home. And because they had the staff that could polish things and repair them. And I look at this little box here. Very nice. And check out these obelisk display cases. Like, how cool is that? You would need like quite a condo with a lot of space to get away with putting some of these on your floor. I would think you need like big, windows, and then just kind of like a throw rug here or there. I'm trying to figure out. Check out the cactus glass. It's pretty fun. Wow, 1900. Think of all the, because we're 2025, right? That must have been for New Year's 1900. Wow. How time flies. Yeah, some of it is pretty cool. Oh, look. I need to get a closer look, Mr. Bill. Check out, it's got an extender, like a Go-Go Gadget guy, right? Go-Go Gadget. It has an extender, and you can have a little holder, because my servant is busy dusting the furniture, so this is gonna hold the magnifying glass exactly where I need it. Like, you don't get stuff like this anymore. Yeah, this is my kind of a museum, to tell you the truth. There's just enough here, like, oh, here's my collection of little pocket watches. And there's a little French one, right, with the French blue and the fleur de lis. There it be, the fleur de lis. So you would assume the maker was French for that one. Let's see if there are any names. That's a very small lady's watch. Wow, these timepieces are pretty cool. Okay. So here you have not sure what that's for. Because sometimes you have like many sheets of paper, and that helps you like go through like sheets of paper and fold them. I'm not sure what it's for though. It's not a shoehorn, right? So what would it be for? Go ahead. Yeah, Go-Go Gadget. Exactly. It is a Go-Go manufacturing glass. Except the one in the cartoon comes out of his hat, right? Okay, little musical instruments, jade bottles, very delicate jade groupings. Like when you have backlight coming through them, they really do show up I kind of like this little curio cabinet that is like that kind of a shape, you know? You can trap Houdini in there and say, okay, let's see you get out of this one. You know, submerged in water. So, okay, so here we have linens. Here we have a here we get again the little dragons, or lions, I mean, they're lions. And there's the old wise guy. And I think these are emperors and empress because they have these kind of funny hats. And there's a Buddha. And that is cloisonne, that the vase. So it's enamel, a brass shell, and then brass filigree. And then they grind it down and polish it, and then it looks like that. So it's like a ginger jar with a lid. And that would be cloisonne. Okay, Hennessy, cognac. And it's still in the bottle. That's why I noticed they have those little like airline bottles. Oh look, more schnapps. Oh, I like this kind of color gold. You see how it's not super bright? It's like toned down and it's like orange, which probably means it's like 23.75 or 24 karat. That's my kind of color of gold I like. And there's also a kind of a green gold that I kind of like too. This is not so bad. This is kind of muted. It's like in the matte vein. Okay. We got more things to go through. So, okay. More little dragons, 138. In an antique gold, they're not too shiny. They don't look too garish. Like this is garish. I really dislike that kind of like shiny gold. Those little candlesticks. Little turtles, ducks. I got a present of a silver bear from my German nanny when I was a kid. She used to babysit me, and at my christening, she gave me this little rattle with a silver bear like this, but it was like, it's this tall. I still have it.
Hello, welcome.
Hi, thank you. So let's see. And we have these little covered tea. So people who collect teapots. Kate's Brothers Limited, Penang, Singapore, Bangkok. Katz Brothers. Okay, so Katz is a Jewish name. So I guess this is like a safe, a strong box. So here's more cut crystal for whiskey and brandy. What's that? There we go. More cloisonne. There's some more cloisonne. I'm not sure what that is. Could be like a lucky rabbit's foot. This is cool. I think this is bronze, and it's like got foos on it. That's like very dusty stuff, or it could be stone. But I think it's bronze. I think they're bronze and they're covered in foos. Okay, clunky gold. Let's go to the end because that's where the shop is and that's where the lady said we were welcome. There's a little medallion or a disc. See, like I like this formality where you make this little, like a kind of a rosewood base, and then you have, that kind of like it says a lot. Oh, check out the brush, and check out the dragon. Ah, this thing. It's kind of cool. What are these little boxes for? Looks like chalk or some kind of crayon for marking something. Not sure. So let's wander into the shop. Foose, yeah, it could be FOSE. I'll have to get back to you on that. But yes, Foose. This sounds like it spells, and it's this like really dusty kind of a film that's old bronzes have, and it's like I'm not sure what the process is, but it happens, and it's like a protective, like a dust, and as long as it's covering the bronze, it will not corrode. I don't know if this is cinnabar, but there is like a reddish brown type of a material that's called cinnabar. But this is I've never seen cinnabar this red before, but I like the dragon, the dueling dragons in the back one here on this little frame. Oh, I have low battery, so I have to connect my battery pack before my phone dies. So I really don't need anything per se. So I'm good. But I need to get my. So I took a cab here today, and I'm going to get a private taxi to take me to the airport when I'm leaving Penang because I have to fly out. And let me get this guy. Okay, so we have the upstairs to do. And I hope that as far as the replay goes, it won't be so bad. Because I just kind of like, I don't know how a portrait broadcast really shows up on a YouTube. And I don't know why I haven't figured out if I want to film in landscape, why can't I film in landscape? So, yeah. So, Foos, like this, yeah, that's Foos right there. You can see the green bronze underneath it, and it's kind of like a dust on it. That's called Foos. Sometimes it has like a creamy beige or the green, like I just showed you. And that, you see, bronze reacts to sulfur in the atmosphere, like when it's shiny and just like the, polished metal. But when you corrode it with that sulfur, it makes that skin, like the green verdigris. But that foos thing, I think it's like it comes out of like in the heating process. There's more chemicals involved, and it's like an extra protection, and it gives that kind of really cool, dusty look to it. So we're learning things here on the live streams, aren't we? Okay, let's go upstairs. And please, no more creepy German dolls or or Czech figurines. Just please. So when I bought the weight, you know, the British weight, my lady gave me some decorative spoons. These are quite more tasteful. The ones that I have, got a little more pink in them, but they were free. She gave them away, staff only. So in through the fountain room, and we'll go upstairs. So what is in here? It's the kitchen. Thank you. La cuisine. So here we have a formal sideboard, Victorian. Oh, wow, this is from Thailand. So these are Thai bronzes. Way cool. Perfect for where they are. Although it'd be nice if they're facing, like she's saying, this way. So let's check out. Yeah. So they're ladies and gents. That's quite nice. Have we come through here before? Nope, we're seeing. No, so this would be the kitchen, right? So that's it would have been smoky. I guess it was open roof, so all of the cooking stuff. Oh, check out the dispensers. So water from Vienna, and then pure water filter from Bouillon, Royal England. No, Boutillon, and then a leadless glaze from Shriven's Saludor Safe Water Filter, drinking water of absolute purity. British made throughout. Okay. So they had the little sinks, you had your little strainers, you had the chopsticks, you had the bowls, you had the baskets, you had the crockery, you had the dry goods, the pasta, the bowls. Molds. Oh, we have jellies for sale. So bird's nest. Oh, so I think they have bird's nest soup or prepared bird's nest jelly or something. Maybe this is bird's nest soup. So you buy one of these and then you put it in hot water and it dissolves. I'm just guessing, but I've never seen it so pretty. Because, you know, bird's nest soup is made out of like something from bird saliva. And it's like a combination of bird saliva and fibers. And apparently it's very tasty. So you're having bird spit in a soup. I swear to you. Oh no. Of course. Yet another creepy little corner here with the little munchkins. They come alive when it goes dark and everybody goes away. And they bite. What's in here? Let's wander, shall we? Good, because I'm glad I plugged in because I'm down to 24 and I'm going up again. Okay. Oh, check out the shoes. And then I don't know what those are. That's a little headpiece. There's another little headpiece. Oh, so it's the lady's haberdashery for her footwear. This is the Imelda room. Yes, oh yummy, the bird's nest soup made out of bird spit. Well, it's reconstituted bird spit because it ends up being dried out. But apparently it's flavorful. So I shouldn't knock it before trying it, right? I mean, Imelda, come on, how many pair of shoes can you possibly need or want? Okay, so these are neck pieces. Splendid. So, there was a thing about binding feet, right? They were considered very beautiful with like tiny baby feet, but in order to have the baby feet, they had to have them binded. So they kind of it was a kind of way that they couldn't run away. They had to stay home in the kitchen or on a chair. So here, this is pretty nice textile. It looks like it's in good shape. Certain textiles are food for moths. So if you get a moth that lands on there and lays some eggs, then the eggs will turn into little caterpillars and they will eat the edible part. Like silk is food to moths. So you got to be careful with your textiles, otherwise they can be eaten away. Oh, check these out. Wow. So I wonder if these are gold fiber. They look like they're gold fiber. That's like a breezy vest. Okay. So very fine gold needlework added to the shoes. Oh, and there is again with the dragon emblem in the center. And I guess this is for your sleeves, your ankles, maybe? For modesty? Wow, whose big feet did those belong to? So that might have been his slippers, because the small dainty ones are definitely the women. Oh, that's tangerine. Okay, the purple groom's boots are embroidered with gold thread, phoenixes, and peonies. The four bridal shoes are gold thread embroidered on velvet, featuring phoenixes, cockerels, golden carp, fruits, flowers, and all auspicious emblems to bless and protect the bride and groom. So, okay. So there's a whole thing. This footwear is meant for weddings. So nothing's left to chance. There's all a reason and a purpose. Okay, so he had an adopted son. Only one. So I think this is a mansion from the street. So they had like quite a nice yard and a wrought iron fence. I assume from Scotland because they said the ironworks came from Scotland.
You put on a husband will use a living carrot as a lunchbox and bring it to the working site. Even my younger zero plastic bag, environmental bread, and revival, bring the cut my tante sell food, revival, we also have to bring living carrot.
Okay, we're going upstairs. No, we can't go upstairs here.
Be careful with that.
Now I'm lost. I think we came through there.
Yes, this growing site is international.
Ah,
And
I think we can go up here. No shoes, please. So you have to leave your footwear down here. Okay. Shall we go up? No footwear allowed. I get you. I'm barefoot. And the carpeting is nice, actually. No food or drinks allowed. Well, that's not a lot to ask. Okay. What's in the upstairs? Okay, benches. More benches. Vanity mirror. Torchairs. Urns on bases. Another vanity. Ah. I like this grouping of 4 tiles together. And there she is again. The lady whose name I cannot remember. And here is Old Smoky. Okay. Let's keep wandering. Nice wood floors, I like them. Okay, more glassware. Ah, these. Okay, so they had a penchant for these. They collected way too many, but they had the display. I think it's Italy. I think these are from Murano, but I'm not gonna stake my life on it. Ah, I know what you call this. This is called Vaseline glass. And then in Czechoslovakia, you had like Mosher glass, like not quite like that blue glass, but more like a purple. So this is a lamp, an oil lamp. Yeah, I don't care too much for this room. This Vaseline glass, a pairing from England. Table pieces used for display of flowers, trumpeted vases. So I guess these are from England, but I don't know if the other ones are. Do they have a blurb, which I didn't bother to read? No, they don't have an explanation. Okay, let's keep wandering. Ooh, it's quite elaborate. So we came in through there where I left my shoes. Let's go in and out. Oh, it's a bedroom. So look at the little knife and fork set. Wow, an old radio. Oh no, more creepy German porcelain. You can't escape. And there we go. That's British. That has a certain, what's that author? What's that author? Dickens. That has a Dickensness to it. Not as offensive as some of the German dolls that we saw. And not as elaborate like that guy back there, the dandy, that could be Czech. But you know what? It even gets worse than that guy. I swear to you, the Czech figurines are even more just like offensive. Okay, this is creepy. No, please stop it. Okay, no. Oh wow, look at where you keep all of your little throw pillows. Not throw pillows, but little blankets and pillow covers and whatnot. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. I cannot get any closer. I cannot. I must not. We need to keep walking. This is nice. The little vanity. And I like these. Okay. Let's wander some more. Oh, let's look in the through the central courtyard. So people are having. Oh, they look at them. Wait, let me catch a good angle. Let's zoom in. There you go. 1, 2, 3. Smile. Say cheese. Do we have the shot? Is everybody in? There we go. Smile. Okay. So yeah, I made a choice of not to go to the beach when it was super hot. So here are some blue and mirror, which I think again is from Venice. This is what Venice was known for at the turn of the century, the last one, or the one before last. And yeah, they did things with mirror, and then they shaped mirrored glass with beveled edges, and then they did them as appliques and as you see, because you can't do a corner, so they put this little button to hide the fact that they're two connecting pieces at a 45-degree angle. Oh yes, I did yesterday, but I think I can't. What I tried to do is time my. Maybe I'll catch the sun down beach. But yes, I showed it yesterday, but I deleted the heckle because Robin came in later, and we kind of talked about personal stuff, and I didn't want it to be, accessible to everybody. So, so I had to delete it. This is wood. Yeah, like my monkey god. And you can see it was painted like my monkey god, and then it got stripped, and then this is what they have left. So yeah, it's a nice beach, and there's a nice surf sound, and there's not a lot of people, and I'm there for 6 more days or 7 more days. So there'll be more opportunities. Like what ideally would be is I get my breakfast early out of the way, and then I go to the beach before noon. But also at sunset, going to the beach is nice. But I do want to try a Nazi Kandar dinner and go early before the lineup shows up. So there's a dilemma for me. There's a little dog and a huge cream-colored urn with a lid. Oh, wait, we have a Pope stick. We can do the beatification from here. There you go. You are beatified. Hello, little people. Nice doors. It's nice. Oh, you know what I like about Penang? It's breezy. So even though you get the sun that can get pretty hot, it has that extra breeziness that you won't get in Kuala Lumpur. Okay, super formal. You know what this is, right? This, in French parlance, and I stumped the Meister on this one because he did not know what it was. Because I caught him on guard, and it's like you can fake it until you make it kind of thing. This is called une indiscrète. Because you would be sitting here, somebody there, and you'd be like going, pss, 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 pss. You would be whispering some kind of gossip So it's like a little gossip chair where you're being indiscreet. And then there's another one with 3, and I'll have to try to rack my brains as to what it's called, but it also has a name. Yes, Nazi Kandar. Yes, it is. It's actually got 5,000 freaking reviews. Like 5,000, over 5,000 reviews, like they need another one. It's a Nazi Kandar. And Pinang is known for the place that makes the best Nazi Kandar. And my taxi driver, the one who's going to pick me up to take me to the airport in about 6 or 7 days, told me that one. So luckily I had enough presence of mind to say, here's my phone, find it on Google Maps, and we're going to save it. And that's where I will go. End of story. So yes, it is a Nazi Kandar, and Penang is known for the best in Malaysia. And by golly, come hell or high water, I will be eating there. Short of, a cataclysm or something. These are Japanese. This is Japanese, and I believe it's also Satsuma. And if you didn't remember, Satsuma were Christian Japanese that made this particular kind of porcelain, and it was more for export wear than it was for local consumption. So they got wealthy because Europeans would buy a lot. Oh, and here we have the phoenixes. So this could be for like a wish for your wedding night. Because like they say, a pair of phoenixes, or these cranes, they're not phoenixes, they're cranes, I'm sorry. But it is a wedding certificate. So I figured as much. It's a dish. So nasi, it means rice. So you can have nasi lemak, which means rice, and lemak is a spicy kind of thing. Go check out the little bottles of Santilia Florida water. Whoa, Florida water. Florida water. Eau de toilette, HIS. So this is Madame's toiletterie. So here, be careful while wandering around the museum. Broken displays considered sold. Yeah, so you can buy these things. You can say, oh, I broke it, but I really wanted to buy it. Hopefully you won't charge me an arm and a leg. I like the Pottery Barn rule here. I've never seen that in a museum before. You could like secretly want something. You say, oh, gee, I mishandled it. Oh, to Florida, yeah, I know. I assume in these parts it would be considered exotic, right? Okay. Yes, this is a typical Malaysian face. So I would say, if you were to just do a generic, what does a Malaysian look like? I think you could say easily her. You could say she doesn't look Vietnamese, she doesn't look Thai, she looks Malay. There you go. But she's also ethnically Chinese too. So maybe it was like, oh, more the something or others. Sura. So it looks like they went far and wide. Look, they have talc, right? From Coty, which is a French, like a perfumery, or they did all kinds of stuff. So obviously this family must have had personal shoppers, because there's no way they would have been spending all their time in Europe and all the boutiques and shops and say, okay, pack me this, send me that. Imagine it had to be all shipped here and in one piece. Imagine if they had to return something. So, here we've got the little hats. The blue velvet hat. You know you mean business when you're wearing this hat, right? It's like, now I'm not kidding around. I'm wearing the blue velvet hat with the pewter appliques. Wow, check out the bed. Is that like a foot roller or something? I don't know. It's cute. Okay. Yeah, wait. One's an indiscret and the other one is still, it hasn't popped into my head yet, but it will someday. They probably didn't return anything, even if they didn't like it. Well, then that meant that they had, except for the German and Czechoslovakian odd, figurine. Maybe somebody bought them for them, or they were gifted, and they said, "This is what they like in Europe. Take it. Don't worry about it, right?" Because I don't know if they really liked it. So you have taste, or you don't have taste, and then here it falls somewhere in between, where things are very tasteful, and other things are like creepy. So I think I'm. Oh, yeah, we went in there. They were downstairs earlier. So the guy came. The guy came with this. Let's just spin around the corner there and this, for amusement, catch them in a pose. Okay, so it's a family. I wonder how much that photographer is costing them. Well, yeah, I wonder too about returning stuff. Actually, this is a tasteful little piece of furniture because it's not big, but you can do a lot with it. And it would be like in a little tight, let's say if you had a tight studio apartment and right in your entrance you needed a place to toss your keys, like get rid of that ugly vanity mirror. You put that there, a little bowl for your keys, and then you put like like little stationery inside drawers. Who knows? Maybe a little bronze, incense burner or something like that, and maybe like a mirror, a little decorative mirror, or something against the wall. And if you're short of space, that's an ideal little piece of furniture that would have many functions. Okay, so I have slippers downstairs. So we have these little semi-precious stone renderings. So yes, I recall my slippers. Whoops. Oh, here's a little for your toilet, the wash basin. So it's a dry sink. Very nice. So you put your mirror there for shaving, and you have your bowl of, you have a pitcher of water, and then you do your shaving, and then your morning, whatever. So do you think I might have missed a room? Oh, check out these fish. So these are European. These, and they're en pier. And there's a pair of them. We might have seen them earlier, I don't know. So there's a lot of people getting like professional photography done here. Thank you. So, what to do? We could have a seat. Where would I sit? Let's sit in the middle and hope a bird doesn't poop on my head. Oh! There are so many rooms, it's easy to miss some. There is, and you know what? I would come back. Maybe not this trip, but if I'm back in Penang, I would probably like to come here. So hopefully I did the live stream a justice. Hopefully some of my attempts at humor were not too uncouth. Hopefully I did not offend any dead because they don't exist anymore. There's either the Czech Republic and the Slovak Republic. So Czechoslovakia is no longer a thing. And, the collectors of German baby dolls, like, come on, get over yourselves if you're still around. I don't apologize for being creeped out. No, no, no. Yeah, I don't know how this is going to look like on a replay, but I guess I'll find out. Yeah. Okay. Oh, look. There we go. We got, we got, yeah, we got a caboose, the caboose shot. Caboose coming out of my head, people. So, yes, the dilemma now. It's a bit early for dinner. You possibly offended the evil spirits. Yes, and those dolls. Definitely, I do not mind offending them because somehow I don't think they can do anything about it. They're not going to come and follow me out of here. And yeah, they can barely get out of. Yeah, let them stay where they're at. So I do have the Nazi Kandar. It's a Muhammad something or other, 5,000 reviews. Apparently it's the best Nazi Kandar in all of Penang, where the locals say it's the best. Or I could see, because if I take a cab back to the beach, I could catch the sunset, but then I would want to take another cab back in this part of town to do the Nazi Kandar. So I think I'm in town. I'm a bit thirsty, so I think I want to get hydrated and then maybe take an hour just to decompress. So maybe I'll sit somewhere in the shade or air conditioned, get something to drink, and then do like a 3 p.m. or 3:30 p.m. early dinner to beat the crowds, because apparently there's a lineup. And then not do the. I might even be able to make it for the sunset on the beach if I do it kind of early. So, and then decide, will I do it on, what will I do on Instagram? What will I do on Heckle? What will I do on YouTube? So YouTube people, I do have an Instagram account. It's Kandavun, Kandavun on Instagram. And on Heckle, it's an app. It's for iOS and for Android, Heckle. It's a live streaming app. If you didn't know about it, you do now. Download it. You can look at for me. I'm Kandavu, Kandavu. So I'll be on either YouTube, Heckle, or Instagram, and maybe I'll throw in an X live here or there, and maybe. No, I can't do a live on TikTok, right? Because you have to build up a following before they allow you to live stream on TikTok. So I might look into doing a post here and there on TikTok, but I'm still early days on that. So yeah, I'm gonna hydrate. Then I'm gonna go off to Nazi Kandar before the crowds get there. And there's curries. She said lamb. Like, I'm not gonna go for chicken. Although if there is a little bit of chicken, that's because everything's spicy. And so looking forward to it. Maybe I should go back more than once. There's a lot to try out there. But I think I'm going to focus on any of the lambs with a variety of curry seasonings, and then go from there. So, Chris, thanks for hanging out in this wonderful, eclectic, but they had some really nice really nice pieces. They had me going and going and going. So I really enjoyed it. It was worth the 25 ringgit to come here and to hang out and stuff. So thanks for coming in. I don't know how it's going to look like in portrait, but it is what it is. I just haven't figured out how to do this YouTube live in landscape because I'm out of practice. So thanks for coming in, and we will catch you live at the Nasi Kandar a little later in 2 hours.